fresh roasted Papua New Guinean coffee from Sacred Bean Coffee. A social enterprise pioneered and run by ex-offenders. So this is a wee initiative of my good friend Darren. Today I'm grinding and I'm going to make some just a small cup of coffee with this Papua New Guinean city roast. Look at that, a lovely, even, rich roast. Nice medium city roast, not too dark, but not too light. A nice, even roast across the beans. Just putting them in here into my wee single coffee bean grinder. And there we go. It's a nice, fine grind. It's not bitter at all. It's quite sweet, nutty, chocolatey. Just lovely fresh ground coffee. So I'm going to prepare my coffee in an AeroPress paper filter. So let's have a wee look and see how the coffee activates when I put in some water here. Don't want to put in too much water because the activation is quite rapid here. You can see it bubbling away. So the AeroPress is just like a kind of giant syringe really. We put the coffee into this bit here, top it up with water, and this bit at the bottom is like a plunger, and it's going to push the coffee through this paper filter into the cup. So in just a minute I'm going to turn that upside down into this funnel that will go into my cup, and then we'll sample the coffee. I just want to say that I've had espresso machines with metal filters, and I'll still use that. I'll still use a cafetiere on a regular basis, but the AeroPress for me has become my favourite way of brewing coffee. You don't get any residual grainy bits, and you don't get just a heavy thick clump of filter coffee at the bottom of your cup, and it's quite a nice clean brew. And particularly for trying this special Papua New Guinean city roast from Sacred Bean, I'm really always favouring the AeroPress. I think and I always give the filter a wee wash, the paper filter, give that a wee wash as well, just in case there's any wee fibres or papery bits in that. Just clean that off, and it's all totally biodegradable. The whole lot, once I've done it, can go into the recycling bin. Favourite cup, filter in, AeroPress over the top, just fits in there, and then you just press it down like a syringe, and then at the end it just see that fizz. That's the last bit of air going through. That can get washed later. And this is the espresso that comes out of the AeroPress. Now I like my coffee Americano style, so in a minute I'll top that up with some nice hot water, and I like a wee spot of milk as well. But at this juncture I'm going to try my coffee, my Sacred Bean coffee, just straight as it is. I'll give you my initial reaction, then I'm going to try it with a wee block of 85% cocoa mass green and black's chocolate, and then I'll give you my thoughts on that. And then I'll add it with add a wee bit of water and milk, and then I'll give you my final thoughts on that too. It's lovely. It's not too sharp on the roof of my mouth. Sometimes if coffee is off or it's gone bitter, you feel it immediately at the top and at the back of the roof of your mouth. It's just like that. Well, this is a very pleasant sip. And as I swirl the coffee, I can taste some slight floral notes, but the coffee is quite rich. You could drink this coffee black. It would not be painful at all. It'd be very, very pleasant. I could drink this just as it is. It's not overpowering. Very pleasant, but it is an espresso. So I'm going to put I'm going to try some chocolate and see what that adds to it. So my favourite go-to chocolate is Green and Black's 85% dark organic chocolate. Absolutely lovely, and that's a very dark, very, very smooth, and it's kind of softened with Madagascan vanilla. Very low sugar content in that as well, so it's not a sweet one. And if you're looking to, you know, I hear all these people saying, oh, I need my chocolate fix, and then they go and eat a Galaxy or a Mars bar, and I think, well, there's not much chocolate in them. You're maybe talking 20% chocolate, whereas this is 85%. This is lovely stuff. So I have a wee fan here who very much likes chocolate. Green and Blacks. Do you like chocolate? Have a wee drink. Try your chocolate and tell me what you think. What do you think? Is that yummy? He's rubbing his tummy because he likes that chocolate. So I'm going to have a wee bit of Green and Blacks. Soften that on my palate and then try this coffee. The chocolate is bringing out some citrusy notes in that Papua New Guinean. When I say citrusy notes, I mean like oranges and lemons. I don't know where the coffee was grown and what other plantations were around about it, but coffee grows, as you know, as a plant, and usually there are other fields around and other things in the soil and in the moisture in the air and in the climate that will affect how the coffee grows and then how it's washed and how it's roasted. But this is not, there's not too much, not too caramelly. I'm getting a wee hint of the vanilla from the chocolate from this as well. It really complements the coffee very well. I could finish the coffee just like this, but I'm going to put a wee bit of water in it and a wee touch of milk just to have it, my kind of breakfast standard coffee, and then I'll tell you what I think as my final review. Not too much. Tiny spot of semi-skimmed, not much. Now, this is the kind of coffee that I would want to bring out for anybody that's coming round, any visitors. I would brag on this coffee. It's lovely, it's smooth, there's no bitter aftertaste with it at all. It almost feels like when it goes down, there's a lovely residual, kind of very smooth, the chocolate obviously is coming in there, but a kind of chocolatey, nutty, residual vanilla taste with a wee hint of citrus, and it's lovely, absolutely lovely. So, I want to just say a special thanks to Sacred Bean Coffee, particularly to my friend Darren. This is a nice roast, Papua New Guinean city roast. Watch out for Sacred Bean Coffee, by the way. And let me just say to you, I've not been paid to do this wee review, but I did get a couple of free bags of coffee, so it's totally biased, but in all honesty, lovely smashing coffee. Jehovah Java. Thanks, Darren. Bless you, mate. Sometimes too, with a wee bit of coffee, chocolate in my mouth. Even try a coffee bean. You'll notice in some shops you can get chocolate covered coffee beans, and you can actually eat them. They are nice. That's a nice roast. It's not woody. It's not too burnt. It's not charred. Yeah. Actually, the coffee's dissolving quite well. The coffee bean's dissolving. It's breaking down quite well. I think I will actually make some chocolate covered coffee beans with that. I've got a mould to put some of that lovely Green and Blacks in there as well. But they're nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. so at the end of a cup. I think you'll notice sometimes if you make coffee in a cafetiere, you'll get that big bit of coffee at the bottom, but in an AeroPress you don't get that. You get a completely clean cup, so you don't get that kind of horrible bit at the last. I like to finish my coffee and get right to the bottom. That was lovely. That was absolutely lovely.